Ever wondered what are some of the alleged weirdest small-town laws that exist in America? From the fire department allowed to blow up your house to taillights being mandatory for the horses, here are the 5 craziest laws in small-town America. 5. No eating peanuts while walking backwards. Pretty sure this law does not even make sense to most of you. What could be the connection between eating peanuts and walking backward? Well, the city of Greene in New York State allegedly had this law at some point in the past. Although there's little to no evidence that could provide any context to this law, some speculations say that a man once choked on peanuts while moonwalking at a Michael Jackson concert. Pretty weird to make a law out of an incident, no? 4. Horses must have taillights. If you are planning to visit Texarkana, Texas anytime soon, a friendly piece of advice would be to never ride a horse that does not have taillights. You heard it right. In Texarkana, there's a law that states that horses must have functional taillights, or the rider could get a traffic citation. Now the law might be formed for safety purposes. The question is, where to install taillights on a horse? 3. Fire department can get rid of your house. If your house is on fire, the firefighters are likely to use water to put out the fire, but not in Charleston, South Carolina. In Charleston, there's a law that states that if your house is on fire and the fire department determines that the only way to put it out is by blowing the entire place up, they are allowed to do it. Sounds scary, right? 2. Duck parades must have a permit. In the picturesque town of Winchester, Virginia, hosting a duck parade isn't as simple as rounding up some feathered friends and hitting the streets. According to a local law, any parade involving ducks requires a permit. Whether it's for safety reasons or to ensure the ducks' well-being, one thing's for sure, hanging out with ducks of Winchester is quite high maintenance. 1. No drunk elephants on the streets, and this one might just be the weirdest law of all. The town of Natchez, Mississippi has a law that specifically prohibits intoxicated elephants from wandering on the streets. The origins of this law go way back to the early 1800s when a local man hosted a live elephant show, and to ensure an electrifying performance, he gave them a beer. Consequently, one of the most bizarre laws in the US came into existence.